masters in the microelectronic subject from IISc Bangalore. Sir is having vast experience in his life. Before coming to the academics, even sir has worked with industries for 7 to 8 years, and then since 20 years, that is total of 27 years of experience sir is having. Since 20 years, sir is working as a professor in academics. So, sir's interest area are analog circuit, VLSI design, microcontrollers, and microprocessors, and CMOS design, and everything. Apart from this, sir is also working in the domain of renewable energy sources, that is solar energy and everything. So, sir, on the behalf of Electronics and Communication Engineering Department of Government Engineering College Rajkot, I, Dr. Dhaval Bhojani, heartily welcome you to the session of stress management. And I really appreciate your concern for this valuable time sparing for our FDP. Without wasting much time, sir, let me hand over this session to you. Thank you very much, sir, for this session.
Also, thank you, sir. You have helped me to arrange all the way experts from the industry.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, very much.
Thank you, both of you, Dhaval sir and Hasmukh sir, right? So I'm very much thankful to Government Engineering College Rajkot for providing me this opportunity. And at least
Sir,
I'm
actually,
also.
it is our pleasure to have you with us, actually, and to
It's
have your expertise with us, sir. Thank you, sir.
it's equally my pleasure as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we are all a human being, and we are all in some occupations, right? So our day-to-day life is almost similar, right? So we can discuss something similar to us, right? So this is a platform that you are giving that we can interact, and how we can collectively work on this type of issues, right? And stress has become our day-to-day thing. Actually, we have accepted stress now. See, Anna.
Yes.
So again the question will come that is it so, right, like that. Anna,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right? So we will
Okay, sir.
discuss.
So I am just putting my camera and mic off. So it is over to you, sir, now for this session.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
thank you, sir. Thank you. Right. Okay. Fine. So once again, very good afternoon to all the participants, and again thankful to Government Engineering College Rajkot, AICTE as well, and for giving me this opportunity. So as you know, myself Rakesh Oza, I am working with Marwadi University in Department Information and Communication Technology, and I am also having a background of VLSI. I worked as a physical design engineer with eInfochips, worked with few projects. So my journey is mixed journey, 7 years of industry experience and then 20 years with academics. So before starting this talk on stress management, I want to share a few things with you that I am also like you. I am also working with some university like you people. I'm also teaching subjects like you people, right? So we are all equal. Okay. So with this first assumption, I will start. Second thing is that in the process, in the journey of life, before I think almost 8 to 9 years, I got some chance to explore the life. So based on my observations, right, whatever I have experienced and then what I have observed, I I will share everything from my experience actually, right? Whatever I learned and whatever I am learning. So I am still learning, I am still exploring, and with this exploration, I found some relief. I found some relief with my work. I found some relief with the family relationships. And overall, I found that, okay, I gained something in my life, right? So there is a natural feeling to share such things with all. So with this belongingness, I will express, and whatever I will discuss, right? So it is a very natural way of discussion. So basically, it will be it will be good if there is a physical discussion, because such type of discussion will be meaningful when there is a physical when we nearby, right? But this is a virtual type of work, webinar actually, you can say. So uh, almost difficult, but anyway, to express the feeling, right? And the basics are feelings. So I will try my level best that, okay, whatever the content I am having, I will try to justify few things, and I will open for dialogues also, right? So whenever we need some interactions, because many things actually, to discuss such a complex topic, right? It requires dialogue, and without dialogue, how can we conclude few things? So whatever I will say, right? So we can always have some conversations, some dialogues, right? Whenever you also feel, you can ask me anytime, no problem. So this is a very the session in which we will get relaxed. We will go back to our natural, as a natural human being. So in that way, we will try to understand all these things, right? So I will start my presentation. I will share now my presentation. Okay, so is it my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So this
Yes,
is
it is.
okay. Thank you for your acknowledgement. Right. So this is a first slide. Okay. So let us straight away go to the basics, right? That what is the content for this discussion? What I have kept here. So naturally, there are certain symptoms, and we'll discuss that. What are the symptoms of stress? Then there is a reason of stress. What is the reason why it comes? What is the root cause of stress? Then we'll analyze that various domains of human living. So more focused on analysis and possible solutions of this stress. Actually, we all want to get rid of stress. So this is the overall content of my talk, right? So this is all, all this general terminology that, for example, feeling of being unable to cope up with the pressure. There is a huge pressure sometimes, and we are not able, right? We are not feeling comfortable. So that is one symptom. Sometimes we are highly depressed in a situation. So that is also a symptom. Sometimes with the interactions, we get irritated. So irritation is also a symptom of a stress. Many times we are not able to focus, right? We are not able to concentrate, even though some task is going on, our thought is somewhere else. So we are physically present, but our thought is somewhere else, like that. So that is also we can say that sometimes some stress is there, difficulty in concentration, isolation. We feel isolation actually, that okay, we would like to be alone, right? And we normally lose interest in many things. So isolation and disinterest is also one symptom. Then sometimes by just simple observation to a person, like physical symptoms in body, right? Our body reflects many things, right? So various physical symptoms in body actually. So we can feel that the person is in stress actually. So these are a few points which I thought we all know, right? So I will go further. The main thing is that now what is the reason for all this? So the reason can be being under a lot of pressure, right? In our working environment, we are continuously feeling a pressure. Second thing is that we have some responsibilities. We all have some responsibilities, right? And those responsibilities can be overwhelming, and that can also create this thing. sometimes we have situations where we face uncertainties, right? So facing the uncertainty can be the reason. We are worrying about something, right? That what will happen like that. So this worry will also cause stress. Many times some financial turbulences in life. So that is facing financial issues can be the reason of stress. So these are some examples of reasons. But if we analyze that, okay, in broad sense, that how it is actually getting generated. So we'll go to the another point here, that reason of stress with broad category. So I found with my observation that there are two broad categories of stress. The one is hopelessness, means that it is a state where we lose our hope, right? We lose hope that, okay, now nothing will happen and that there is no any solution. So we lose hope. Many times we feel that in our day-to-day life, right? Wherever we interact, in our relationships, in our professional domain, wherever we are. So that is one thing, that a state where we lose our hope. So this is an indication of a problem, right? Second thing is anger. So what is anger? Anger is a something abnormal situation. It's a state where we are not able to handle the situation. I will just explain that whenever we are in anger, right, in that state, ultimately, what is our situation? We are not able to handle the situation. That's why it reflects in anger actually. So anger is also an indication of a problem, right? So these are the two things which is observed generally, that hopelessness and anger. So if we conclude here that there is a problem with me, right? I am having stress. It means that it is an indication that I am having some problem, right? So now again, if we go to the root cause, right, that whatever we discussed so far, so we can conclude that there exists a problem under the state of stress. Now, what is the cause of the problem? Or we can say, what is the reason why there is a problem? Why I am facing problem? So when we again dig up, right? When we again go in the root, it sounds that there is a lack of right understanding, right? I mean to say that somewhere I am lacking the understandings. So now what is in the root again? Lack of right understanding again indicates that there is a lack of clarity. So at present, I am not clear. And when I'm not clear, right, it is a base actually for anything, any example you can take here. So ultimately it ends with a lack of clarity. And so I conclude here that lack of clarity is the root cause. So now we need to see that which are those lack of clarity, right? There are various areas where I am not clear. So lack of clarity is the root cause. Now we need to analyze, right? So parallelly, I am talking right now with you. So you are listening to me. You can also do this exercise parallelly, that even though I am talking, I am speaking, you can also consider right now that think within yourself, right? And you can feel that which are the domains we are actually daily coming across, right? Means I mean to say that human living actually is in broadly, if you can say, 4 domains we normally work, right? Like occupational domain, behavioral domain, intellectual domain, spiritual domain. So what I am trying to discuss today with you is that we need to do some critical thinking, right? Because this is our day-to-day life. We need to get rid of stress. Stress is my problem, and anyhow, I have to solve it. I am responsible for my problem. How can I work on that? How can I think on that? How can I analyze all domains of human living? So occupation, behavioral, intellectual, and spiritual all are together actually. They are inseparable. But at a time, one is dominant. Like if we talk about ourselves, we are working in a college. So in college, it is our occupation, right? We are teaching, we are we are interacting with students, we teach them some technical contents. So that is our occupational domain. If we think about industries, then they also work on some products. There is a production, right? And there are people. So occupational domain is a domain where we actually spend a lot of time, and at the back always there is our perception. So behavioral thing is always there, right? And there is an intellect. So I normally say intellect as a thought, domain of thought, right? Like that. And there is another thing that is called a spiritual domain. So what I will do to in my discussion, that I will keep more focus on occupational domain and behavioral as of now, and some points on intellectual domain. And we'll see that exactly what happens in occupational domain, and clarity of occupational domain depends on the clarity of behavioral domain. Clarity of behavioral depends on intellect, and ultimately, so there is a you can say that connectivity with all this. You can just simply assume that if you are not clear in thoughts, right? We all have thoughts. I am also having some thoughts. You are also having some thoughts. Now just see that if I am not clear in my thought, my behavior, it will reflect in my behavior. Like just now, suppose we are interacting, and if I'm not clear, then it will reflect. Similarly, when I'm at, say for example, I am in production house and I'm working with some equipment. So if I'm not clear with my thoughts, right, it will also affect my day-to-day work with machineries, with people, and so on. So this is what we will slowly move forward, that how can we get the clarity of thoughts, right? That is ultimate requirement. So we'll start with the first occupational domain, because we are more interested here, that we spend almost 10 hours with the an organization, right? It can be academic or it can be industry. And this is where we need to really understand that which things are not clear, or how can we become more clear there. Okay, so I will focus more on that, and then I will cover a few family aspects, especially the husband-wife relations and parent-child relation, right? So that is again a big thing. So these 2-3 things I will cover. I will try to cover, but major focus is on employer-employee relationships. Let's see. So I will start with some analysis of occupational domain. Can we get some clarity here? Fine. So why I talk on this? Because we all do the occupation, right? I'm also working like you. Why we are working? Because we need to run our family and we require some financial sources. We need income. So we need to generate necessary income to run the family. What is the current scenario? Current scenario is that majority of people work in organization, right? And few people have some businesses like that. So majority people who work in organization, and that organization is also like any product house, it can be a business for somebody. So we are right now employee and somebody is employer like that. So what is the priority of organizational domain here? Occupational. There is somebody's mic has.
Sorry, sir. Sorry. Continue.
It happens sometimes. No problem, sir. It's okay. Okay, so let me again come back to my topic. So we all do the occupation, and naturally we work with some organization, right? So priority, what is priority? So the priority is organizational objectives, right? What is the objective of the organization? That is the priority. Now with this priority, we work. So in second slide, we'll talk on that. That again, if we divide, there are two parts, technical domain, then interpersonal domain, right? So technical domain means what? It varies from various field to field, right? Let's say, for example, we are right now in the VLSI design workshop. You all have learned the complete VLSI design flow. You started with the front end design, then back end design, RTL coding, then there is a physical design flow, floor planning, power planning, clock tree synthesis, right? Then sign off processes. And in between also you learn some hands-on session, right? And also there are few sessions on the advanced semiconductor devices, right? Like FinFETs or which are already it is emerged. So it is our area, right? It is our domain as a VLSI people. Similarly, if you can think for other productions like some steel manufacturing company, so they have their own production sets. So I mean to say that there is always some technical part involved in any occupation. So normally it requires skill, right? So necessary skill is required for that. So nowadays we have a lot of technological advancement, lot of things are now available on Google, lot of things we can get it, right? So to improve my skill, I can take some actions and I can fulfill that. So there is no much issue because I know that I'm lacking in skill. I have to improve my skill. So I will explore from where I can get those things and I can do. So there is no much issue actually, because we know that where is a problem, right? My skill is lacking. So technical part, we are almost done. That to upgrade myself technically, I know that what I have to do and which area I have to explore. Right? Say for example, you are testing a PCB, and it PCB consists of transistors and ICs, and you are testing with the CRO, right? And you found that this transistor is not working like that, or you can replace that transistor, right? It is damaged, either it is short circuit or open circuit like that. So sometime you will find that the particular circuit, why transistor is continuously getting damaged. Then again you will find, oh, some design problem. I did not bias it properly, or the value of resistor is very less, or current is very high, like that, right? So some technical specification I missed, and my design is not working. So I'm just telling here that for technical domain, necessary skill is required, and we can solve it. There is no much issue there because we know that what is the problem. So with that reference, I switch over to interpersonal domain now, right? So in the next slide, I will talk about interpersonal domain. Now see that whenever I discuss all these points, keep in mind that we are working in an organization. So always it is interpersonal work, right? And we work individually as well as we work in a group. Now you can find that there are various level of work. We have colleagues with equal position, then some colleagues who are working under we people, some colleagues who are working above we as higher authority. So various levels, but all are working with the organization objective. So there is a dependency in work, and our tasks are interdependent, right? Like you see in VLSI design, when we are working in physical design, so we get the information from the front end team. When front end team is giving some information, we will start with the floor planning and power planning, and then we will go with the placement of cells, right? Like that. So one team is depending on the other team always, and like that continue. So there is a always dependency in work, and this is very important here. I want to mention here one big point, that as a human, right, there is no individual work actually. I mean to say that our complete efforts are collective efforts actually, right? Because ultimately we are working in organization, and we are designing IC. So when IC is a final product, but a lot of people are involved in that. So we all are actually connected, right? That is one thing, that because if I'm doing something, for example, let us take live example here. I'm talking with you for this session. Now, is it possible without some coordination by some professors here, like Professor Dhaval Bhojani and say Hasmukh sir? They are continuously interacting, right? Like that. So there is always cooperation, and there is always the contribution from various level of people. Then and then it is possible to do some task. It means that whatever I am doing, right, many people have worked for that. So it should give a feel that, okay, I'm grateful to the people, right? So this collectiveness, this cooperation, coordination, without that, not a single task we can perform, right? You can also think right now, whatever you do, suppose right now you have taken lunch. After this is after lunch session. Now somebody has actually cooked the food for you, say wife or whatever, right? If you are taking lunch in a mess like that, so somebody has at least cooked the food for you. Then that food ultimately is came from market, so somebody has grown the food from the vegetables that came to you. So ultimately whatever we are doing, the it is involving various people actually, right? So this is one thing that I think we'll more discuss on this. So I want to convey only one thing here, that there is always dependency, and our tasks are interdependent. Everything is interrelated. Okay, so this is one point. Now what happens, that normally task not done, not matching deadlines, some product is not ready, there is a huge pressure from customer. Now there is a problem with organization, that the reputation of the organization is at stake. So what happens now, that somebody or some group of people, some sections are blamed, right? And this creates disappointment or anger or hopelessness in the people, right? So because we don't want this thing to happen, but it happened like that. So what can be the reasons here, right? If we explore that, why these things are happening and why these things are day-to-day routine thing here. So this is what my observation, that we can say lack of coordination, lack of cooperation, lack of collaboration. And why this lack? Because we do not have clarity for occupational domain. Now it's again a critical thinking, that what type of clarity I should have in occupational domain actually. So there is some larger context. I am not able to connect myself, that what is the overall purpose of this domain, right? So whenever I am in my office, so how much I'm clear So this gives us some critical view that I should explore something more actually. And that's why we should go to the another aspect that whatever I'm doing, so some parts are not answered, some parts are not clear, and ultimately there is a lack of clarity. Now, what is this lack of clarity? If we go right, I already discussed with you that occupational part or professional part where we are working, there is always the interpersonal task, interdependent task, and for that we always have some type of give and take relationship, right? Like employer-employee relationship, if you take, so some give and take is always there. So now this give and take ultimately is in positive term, if we say it is called the, you can say the assistance, right? Or you can say cooperation from. So if there is a mismatch, if say I'm taking more, so suppose I am your employer, I'm taking more work from you, that is what you feel, and uh, now you feel that, oh, I'm giving a lot of work, right? So what happens? You feel that I'm being exploited, right? So it happens many times that you feel that I'm giving more and more, but in the response you are getting less. So that is what we can call exploitation, right? Sometimes what happens that tendency is also people are also having some generous that they give more, take less. So there are various things, give and take. What I mean to say that give and take is always there in our occupations, right? And this give and take will give one hint to us that there is always cooperation required. So if I'm not clear about the objectives of organization, then problem will start actually, because I'm not clear. And majority of issues are with coming with the interpersonal domain, that something like we are not able to cooperate the fellow person, right, due to many reasons. So we'll see on this that why this happens actually, right? So, but the fine line is that some lack of clarity, I'm not able to connect at that time, and it is my requirement that I need to be clear what I'm doing. So ultimately, it is my responsibility that whatever I'm doing, am I clear or not? So that is what lack of clarity. Now, if we see that I'm working with the industry, but I'm having some issues in family, for example, right? So my mind is disturbed. When my mind is disturbed, I'm not able to perform properly. So there is one area, right? Behavioral domain ultimately require more clarity, because when you are I can say that when you are happy, many things become very much simple to you. But when you are not happy due to one or the other reason, it reflects in your day-to-day work, right? Because there is some family issue. So your mind is there, you are not able to concentrate at work, and also there is some disturbance in the relationships within family, like that. So I will now go to another domain which is also connected, because we cannot separate it behavior, right? We cannot separate our behavior, because behavior is very important, and many issues are due to our behavior. And one more domain where we can talk about behavioral domain, that is basically having more more clarity. If that domain has clarity, our occupation can get some clarity actually. So I can say that let us focus that what is the behavior and why my behavior is not proper actually with my fellow human. So I will focus now in behavior. That is, just consider family to understand this domain, because mainly in family we are not having any such type of objectives which we are having in our industries, right? Like that. Here we have some relationships. So we all live in a family, and mother, father, wife, husband, son, daughter, brother, sister, like that. So what are the family objectives? Right. So that is, we all want peace. We all want peace and prosperity. Right. That okay. We should have enough things, enough resources. So we all want peace and prosperity. Now, it is our basic aspiration. So now what happens that how normal family evolves. So when we say normal family evolves with basic facilities, that is upgrading all physical facilities, like we upgrade our home, we upgrade our all vehicles also, right? As per requirement. And we do all our efforts, right? As a human being, either husband or wife go for the work, and at the end of the day, he or she comes to the house. And as a family, we want peace. We want a peaceful life. So in this, we believe that let us upgrade all our physical facilities, and it is required actually. So this should bring peace and harmony in family. That is what we expect, right? But generally we found that expected outcome is not matched. Whatever the efforts we are putting for our occupational, our whatever we are doing in our industries, at the end of the day, we want some outcome. We want peace and harmony in family. So outcome of our efforts are not matched actually, right? Because we feel that there are a lot of issues also there in family, many things in large context. So why this happens actually? That so again it says that there is a lack of clarity in relationships, right? That is husband-wife relationship, then parent-child relationship, brother-sister relationship, right? Like that. What is this lack of clarity? That expectations are not clear. So this lack of clarity will actually generate a lot of gaps. So what happens actually, we are not able to address the responsibilities, and we are not able to have a participative role in family also, right? So this is where we can focus, and same thing happens, same thing you can apply in the industry, right? Because they are also in our interpersonal domain, relationships are there. It is a, we can say that colleague to colleague relationship, right? We are friends there. So that is also relationship. And what are the expectation in that relationship? Are we clear? Right? So each relationship is having certain expectations, and we need the clarity for that. So if we are clear in that, then it is a good sign. If it is not there, then is there any way to find out like that? So this is what again area where we can do some critical thinking, right? And find out that okay, there is a lack of clarity in relationships, right? So this thing also helps you to find out, to figure out in our professional area, occupational area, where we have day-to-day work with our colleagues. So because interaction is always there, human to human interaction we cannot avoid, right? Always there. And behavior plays a major role, right? So if I'm good at my behavior with some clarity in thoughts, definitely it will end with the good outcome. But if my behavior is not correct, right, and I believe that my behavior is okay, but it is actually not like that. So many things are there, right, in the background. So that also we can see. So I'm not able to participate. I'm not able to get the proper responsibilities also. So that is one thing. Okay. So now we just discussed about two major areas, right? That is one area which defines my behavior. Other area where I am actually working with the organization objective. So ultimately, I am doing some production, and overall objective is the uh, job done, task done, product dispatch or not dispatch, like that. But again, in all this, the major issue which we are facing is actually human to human, right? So if somebody has really discussed with you politely or with some request tone, people are always ready to work. But sometimes what happens that the tone is different, and the the way of talking is also different. People get hurt, and when people get hurt, task also suffers, like that. So we are human being and we have some feelings, right? So we cannot deny all those things. So now comes the role of intellect here. Intellect, I will say, there is a domain of thoughts, right? And I can say that it's a domain where we make decisions actually. So which are the decisions normally we make? We make decisions about how to live, right? We make decisions regarding our behavior. We make decisions regarding our work, our occupation, right? So there is a domain, that is a decision making domain in every human being, that we can say intellect. That is the thought, right? And we have certain decisions. So now whatever I will do in my professional area and whatever I do in my family relationships, all such decisions are taken here. These decisions can be right or wrong, right? It can be correct or incorrect, because it is also having some base, and that base also cannot be right. But ultimately, we all take decisions actually. I'm only telling that this decision can be wrong or can be right, but we take decision. So now this intellect will decide that, okay, so on what base it decide actually, right? That how to live, how to behave, how can I decide for my work? Should I change my work? Should I change my occupation, like that, right? So this is a decision. Now this all decisions, right? We work on beliefs. So all have beliefs. I'm having my beliefs, right? We are having your beliefs. We all have beliefs. So there is a belief system. Based on that, there are perceptions about people, about the world, right? Entire world. Ultimately, it's a matter of feel of acceptance or non-acceptance, right? Like if you are having acceptance for many things turn out positive, like that. If it is non-acceptance mode, right, so it goes into negative manner. Many times it happens. So your decisions based on acceptance and non-acceptance actually, right? And just verify all this, right? I am not saying that you accept whatever I am telling, but this is parallelly with my talk. You also can go within and see that are we doing or not all this. So when a person is accepted, then you listen the person, no? Like that. Suppose you just analyze your life. I analyze my life. I will listen to the person with more patience whom I accept. So first we do not accept the person many times, and then we will not listen to the person. So acceptance plays a major role. And now 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 what drives the acceptance actually? Again, there is a thing that what drives the acceptance, right? So what should I accept? What should I not accept? So finally, all this feel of acceptance and non-acceptance is my decision making process, and then I will again deliver those things in the occupation as well as my behavior. So it reflects. So ultimately, in a single line, if I conclude here that it is my thought is very important, right? So thought drives the behavior and work. That is what the fine line. My thought, if my thought is clear, I'm more clear with my work, more clear with my relationships, right? Like that. If there's a problem in thought, there's a problem in work as well as in the relationships, right? So this is a main domain here, intellect, where stability of thoughts are there. So this also you can analyze that how my thoughts are there. Are my thoughts clear? So it requires now to explore the larger context again, right? Means that we need many times what happens that we are not able to connect ourselves. We are not finding our usefulness with the organization, right? And that is a major conflict is in thought only, right? So those conflicts in the self will reflect in the all lower order work, right? Like that. When I do some interaction with my colleagues, it reflects there. And when I do my work, I'm not more concentration with work, right? Like that. So this is where my thought plays an important role. Fine. So what is problem? Hmm? What is problem here? Why my thoughts are conflicting actually? Why there is no harmony in my thoughts? So that is again lack of clarity to observe the things in larger context, right? Because I'm not having information so that I can connect myself with the larger order like that. So it is a matter of again clarity, and I'm making mistakes. So I am not able to relate the things, right? And when there is inability to relate the things, we make mistakes. So this is where again one thing which we all can look forward that okay, how can I observe the things like that? Then there is a spiritual domain, and this is a domain where now we become more curious. We have many questions now, like what is my purpose? What is the purpose of existence? Why to live? Right? And now all this curiosity level increases actually, right? Also depends with age also many times. But these are the questions which normally we can address in spiritual domain that ultimately it question the purpose. So how much we are clear with the purpose? We are more clear with intellect, and more clear with intellect, we are more clear with the behavior, we are more clear with the occupation like that. Okay, so there is a relation here, and we all have some beliefs, right? Like that. So we all set some purpose according to our thought process. We have some we set some purpose. So we are driven by a purpose always. But now what is clarity of purpose? Again, that is required to know. So this is just I tried to focus on these four things. Now what are the possible solutions for this? So normally we all do this, right? We do some exercises, we do some meditations, and a lot of areas we do. So we try to relax ourselves. It is very good practice, right? So we should continue with all this, right? There is one more approach by which we can do the practice is that we can do some study. So now I will just put one more solution here, that because something I explored in last few years, and based on that based on my experience, what is possible solution now? So there is a possibility of undivided human society. Now why it is possible? Because everything other than human, now we see other than human means there are animals with us, there is a larger the material order also with us, right? There are also the trees and plants are there. So everything other than human it looks in its order. They are having its own order. So there is orderliness in nature. There is harmony in nature. So this drives that there is a possibility of orderliness and harmony in human as well, and harmony in our thought as well, right? Perhaps our attention did not turn on that that I am having perception here, right? I my belief that it is there already, right? There is always something in nature. Nature has all the answers, but my focus did not turn up there. So the whenever we have attention there, we can also see that, oh, there is a harmony in nature. Everything other than human is in its own harmony. Then why human is not in harmony? Why human is showing this type of the behaviors and this type of outcome of complete our human society that is not accepted? We are not accepting things, right, like that. So this drives that there is a possibility, because there is harmony in nature. So we can believe this also, that okay, it is possible. Fine. So now what if it is possible, then how can we go for that? So this is one possible thing, that first of all, to understand this all problems, right, we need to have a systematic study of human being actually, right? If I ask you right now that what is definition of human, right? So we have to think that, okay, how can we define human, right, like that? And everybody is having some difference of opinion here also, right? So we are not clear even with our definitions, that so can human be defined like that? Again, there is a question. So but it is possible that human is also the nature, right? We are also part of nature. And as nature is in harmony, definitely somewhere we did not understand something. So all these problems are due to the lack of harmony, right? Or I can say the absence of harmony, because there is harmony. So systematic study of human may be possible that we can understand human in a better way. Then the first order, what is the other order? Family, right? Family is the order. So we can study only order as a human, right? Only order can be studied. So systematic study of family is required. Then family is a part of society. The third point is that systematic study of society is required, because society is also one more order. It's a larger order. Society is a larger order. Family is a lower order, right? And again, human is a unit, one unit in family. So we can define the family as a basic order actually, right? So family is an order. And last is systematic study of nature. So when we define the nature, we see various orders in nature. Just I explained that there are materials, right? Like stones, sand, then there is a trees, there are plants, big trees, right? Then there are animals around us. So all these three orders are in its harmony. But the human, which is a knowledge order, I say that human is a knowledge order. So we need to something do here, right? So this is where I just stop my talk here, right? I will now more interested with some interactions, because I have one-sided delivery, and with I was just thinking that we this is not something which I am imposing, right? But I am thinking with that mindset that let us all do some critical thinking and come out of this big problem, big complex issue of all this, right? We are all facing. So there is a possibility actually, right? And we all have our own mechanisms. We are doing that, but with systematic study it is possible, and everybody can do all this, right? So yeah, so if anybody is interested to discuss few things, right? I've discussed few things right now. So I thought whatever came in my mind, I'm not having any such flow, but I thought that with systematic study, we can address the stress, right? So this is what my natural way I prepared the slides, and in natural way only I discuss with you, but because it's a virtual talk, so it is not possible to address face to face, and that is again one obstacle I feel. But still, in virtual way, whatever I tried here, so dialogues are more important when we talk such a big point. It's a big point, it's a huge point, right? And people are working on this point. So I want some discussions, some interactions, right? And some points which we can discuss again here, right? So now it's open to all the participants, right? Fine. So please.
Yes, dear
Yes,
participants, if you
if
have
you
any
have any
conversation with
conversation with
Rakesh sir,
Rakesh sir,
he
he
has
has
he
he
has
has
very good in
very good in
humans value.
humans value.
He has
He
worked
has worked
hard in that domain, and he have achieved everything in this humans value domain. So yes, friends, if you any want to conversation, uh,
I can go
sir,
back. Yes,
yes,
sir.
yes.
Yes, I can go back to my slides also, right? So that they can start from the fresh. Let's see. Because this was a main, you can say that we started with the symptoms, right? Stress and symptoms. Then we talk about reasons for the stress. Then we talk about broad category of the stress, right? Hopelessness and anger. And then we talked about the root cause. And then we thought that, okay, let us analyze it, that human living, right? Various domains of human living. And these are all interrelated, actually, interconnected. So we tried to analyze each and every domain, that what is important in each domain, like that, right? And so that everybody can start the thought process. That is my overall objective, that, right? So everyone has to solve this problem his own, right? Fine. So this is what Hasmukh sir, I was just thinking that these previous slides can help. Even
Please participate. Please feel free to discussion with Rakesh sir. Once you discuss with him, you will feel stress without you relieve your stress.
even you can have some text message with the
Yeah,
Hasmukh sir,
one
right?
of the message in text from Mr. Ramesh, he is asking how to relieve from stress.
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, so that is what we are all.
Yeah.
We are
Yes, sir.
all.
Yes.
Yes. Can I share now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this is what all we are doing. That to get release from stress required some critical thinking. So I just address those points, that where is a lack of clarity in our thoughts, right? So lack of clarity in thoughts is the origin of stress actually. So because stress is my problem and it is my responsibility to get relief from stress. So we are all doing some practices, right? So many people are practicing yoga, pranayam, all our traditional practices are very good. We are all doing that, right? Even with all this, still for for continuous release from stress, right, we require some more efforts. So this is one approach where I'm proposing here, that there is a possibility where we can have a systematic study of human behavior, systematic study of family, systematic study of society, and systematic study of nature can relieve your stress actually. That is the long lasting approach, right? So this is what I'm trying to convey through this session, that what are those lack of clarities in occupation. So in occupation normally we say that we are having lack of cooperation, right, lack of collaboration, lack of coordination. So why this lack? Because we did not understand humans actually, right? So systematic study of human can help us to get relief from all these. Our objectives become more clear actually, right? That is what I am just proposing here.
Kodla,
Yes,
about the stress management.
yes, please.
So friend, if you have any want to discuss with Rakesh sir, you can directly also you can discuss with unmute your mic and let have a discussion on it.
Hmm.
Then you will
That's
enjoy.
this is a natural discussion, right? Because we are all colleagues. So we need to it is our responsibility that how can we address this big issue, right? And
So whatever the mentioned domain in everywhere we are facing the problem of stress, right? Occupation in our occupation also we are very much stress we are taking.
yes,
Sir, good
and
afternoon, sir.
yes, please, yes,
Sir, I want to know one thing, sir.
yes,
You said that regarding lack of clarity is the main problem.
right, sir,
How to judge it, sir, actually?
right. So
Because we have numerous problems. Okay.
right,
It may be regarding family, it may be regarding to our occupation, or it could be anything. So whether we are in the right track or not, how to decide that?
right. So that is what.
You got the question, sir.
Yes, I got the question. I repeat your question first, right? That
Yeah.
how can we decide that I am clear? Means lack of clarity. So
Yes.
right. So basically we start with major time we spend in occupation,
Yeah.
and in occupation our major issue is that uh, task done, because it is mainly on the organizational objective. So
Yes.
organizational objectives are at center. Now,
Yes.
based on that, we all work in various levels. So I will
Sure.
just go to that slide so that I can get some idea here. Here, that like task not done in time, not matching deadlines, something like that. So these are all our majority of the industries, and that we are facing this, that we are getting some issues all with all this. So now what happens, that because there is a lack of clarity in objectives actually. Like, and like if I say here that what I write, lack of clarity of occupational domain. I mean to say that what is the actual purpose of occupation now, like that. So we
Okay.
know that, okay, we normally, we are all in a family, and we need income to run the family, right? So we are all
Yes, sir.
in an organization with the objective that we can get some enough money so that I can run my family with ease, like that. So we are all connected in organization in that sense actually. Now now what happens that because we do not have clarity about the human being, right? We do not have clarity about the relationship with the other human being. What happens that major issues come with only behavior aspect actually. So what happens that task done not done come in the primary focus. So person is actually fixed instead of problem, right? What I mean to say, I mean to say that because human is not properly understood, so every time human is blamed. Every time human is blamed, and the person who is blaming, he is also human, right? Like that. So, and nobody wants this thing, this kind of state, right? That, oh, this is not good. So I mean to say that why we are not collaborating, why we are not cooperating, why I am not coordinating with somebody, right? In हिंदी नॉर्मली वी से सहयोग है ना, मतलब हिंदी में अगर थोड़ा मैं बताऊं, हिंदी हिंदी चलता है सर, हिंदी?
Yes.
हाँ ठीक है सर, ठीक है, ये
हाँ,
क्या?
है ना? तो हिंदी में थोड़ा अच्छे से बता पाऊंगा कि जो सहयोग है, मतलब हमारा जो जीने का तरीका है, उसमें सहयोग होता है ना। सहयोग के बिना हम आगे बढ़ नहीं सकते।
सर
मतलब कि जो भी काम कर रहे हैं उसमें किसी का सहयोग तो है ही, है ना? जैसे अभी मैं कुछ बोल रहा हूँ तो इसमें कितने लोगों का सहयोग है, तभी तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ। तो
बहुत
ये जो
लोगों का है।
बहुत लोगों का है, मतलब एक जिसने मुझे वाईफाई प्रोवाइड किया है, इंटरनेट प्रोवाइड किया है ना? जिन्होंने पूरा कोऑर्डिनेट किया है ना? लैपटॉप है मेरे पास, मैं टेबल पे बैठा हूँ, तो टेबल भी किसी ने बना। मतलब मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि कहीं ना कहीं मेरे अंदर ये ग्रेटफुलनेस का फीलिंग नहीं है, मान लो, है ना? आई एम नॉट ग्रेटफुल टू माई फेलो ह्यूमन। तो क्या होता है कि मेरा अहंकार जो है वो मेरे पे हावी हो जाता है ना? मैंने किया ये काम मैंने ही किया। अब मैंने किया तो मेरे काम में बहुत सारे लोगों का कंट्रीब्यूशन है, ये मैं भूल जाता हूँ। तो क्या होता है कि ऑक्यूपेशन में ये क्लैरिटी नहीं है हमारी अभी, है ना? कि हम सब काम कर रहे हैं साथ में, और सहयोग के बिना तो होने वाला नहीं है कोई काम, है ना? तो सहयोग देना और सहयोग लेना, है ना, ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण बात है। अभी इसमें अभी क्या हो रहा है कि हमारा अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं है, तो ये क्लैरिटी नहीं आ रही है ना हमारी, इस सेंस में मैं
यस,
बात कर।
आई गॉट इट सर।
हाँ, बढ़िया,
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
यस यस। आई एम ऑल्सो लर्निंग ऑल दिस, राइट? सो
हाँ ओके सर, ओके, आई गॉट इट सर। Actually, basically you are from the microelectronics and you are teaching this means you have a lot of potential, sir. Thank you.
यस सर, थैंक यू।
Sir, one
हाँ
interesting from Mr. Manas Kumar Parai.
हाँ,
He say if in any organization higher authority is trying to impose stress to their subordinate,
राइट।
how to react with them?
हाँ, मतलब तो इसके लिए एक ऐसा तरीका है, जैसे पहले तो बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, क्योंकि अभी हम सब कोई ना कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में है ना? और हमारे ऊपर भी कुछ लोग हैं और हमारे नीचे भी कुछ लोग हैं। तो अगर हम ये समझ जाएं कि मैं भी एक ह्यूमन हूँ और मेरे ऊपर वाला भी कोई ह्यूमन ही है, तो इसमें क्या होता है कि मेरी भी एज ए ह्यूमन क्लैरिटी नहीं है, राइट? मतलब आई डोंट नो ह्यूमन बीइंग, मतलब आई एम नॉट क्लियर अबाउट ह्यूमन और ह्यूमन बिहेवियर। सो जो मेरे कलीग्स हैं, दे आर ऑल्सो नॉट क्लियर अबाउट ह्यूमन, है ना? वी आर ऑल ह्यूमंस। सो उससे क्या होता है कि मैं गलती करता हूँ जैसे, है ना, मान लो, तो मैं गलती से गलती करता हूँ, लेकिन जब सामने वाला कुछ भी करता है तो वो जानबूझकर करता है, ऐसा मैं मान लेता हूँ। जबकि अगर मैं मेरे खुद में जांच करूँ तो मैं जब गलती करता हूँ, मेरे से भी गलती हो जाती है, तो लेकिन जब मैं मेरे से पूछता हूँ तो मेरे से गलती हो जाती है ना। लेकिन सामने वाला जानबूझ के गलती करता है। उसको थोड़ा शिफ्ट कर दें कि सामने वाला भी मेरे जैसा ही है, जैसा मैं हूं ऐसा ही सामने वाला है, और वो भी गलती से ही गलती करता है। तो अब क्या हो गया कि गलतियां हम अनेक प्रकार से करते हैं, है ना। मतलब अगर कोई चीज सही है, कोई भी चीज अगर सही है तो वो सही में एक ही होती है ना। मेरा सही अलग, आपका सही अलग ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है ना। तो मेरी गलती अलग हो सकती है आपसे। तो हम सब गलतियां अलग अलग तरीके से करते हैं, इसलिए ये एक सूत्र मिलता है हमारे ये, और ये प्रैक्टिस करने से हमको थोड़ा सुकून मिल जाता है कि हाँ ठीक बात है, मतलब गलती से गलती हो जाती है ना, ऐसा। तो ऐसा ऐसा एक समझने में कोई अ, वो नहीं है हेजिटेशन, क्योंकि हम मानव सही में एक है, हम गलती में अनेक है ना। अगर आप थोड़ा देखें तो वो सही अभी तक हमारे आसपास नहीं आया है, बस वही तो प्रॉब्लम है ना। बाकी सही में हम एक ही है। हम गलतियां अनेक प्रकार से करते हैं क्योंकि मेरी मान्यता अलग है, आपकी मान्यता अलग है। तो अब सोचिए थोड़ा कि हमारे फैमिली में देखते हैं, तो फैमिली में भी हमारे रिलेशंस में, हमारे परिवार में अभी तो बहुत सारे कलेश है ही, है ना। ऑर्गेनाइज में बहुत दूर की बात है। हम अपने फैमिली में देखें थोड़ा थोड़ा, अपने अपने रिलेशंस में, है ना, माता पिता संबंध, पति पत्नी संबंध में भी कितने सारे सारे इश्यूज हैं अभी, है ना। तो जब हम नजदीक के संबंधों को देखते हैं तो दूर का संबंध भी समझ में आता है। तो ये जो ये जो नजदीकी संबंध है उसमें थोड़ा ज्यादा एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करके, है ना, ऑक्यूपेशन वाले जो जो रिलेशंस है उसमें हमको थोड़ा सा राहत मिल सकता है। क्योंकि हमारा जो परिवार है, हमारा घर है ना, हम घर में ही सब जांच सकते हैं ये सारा मामला, है ना। तो मेरा ऐसा कहने का आशय है कि समस्या मेरे अंदर ही है एक्चुअली, है ना। तो उसको मुझे ही रिजॉल्व करना है ना। तो अब ये क्या होगा कि ह्यूमन को समझने से होगा ना। मैं गलती से गलती करता हूं, अगर ये मेरे अंदर ठीक बैठ जाता है तो सामने वाला भी गलती से गलती करता है। तो मैं गलती करना नहीं चाहता, मुझसे गलती से गलती हो जाती है, सामने वाला भी गलती करना नहीं चाहता, उससे भी गलती से गलती हो जाती है ना। तो इस तरह के सोचने से क्या होता है कि हमारा थॉट, है ना, डिस्टर्ब नहीं होता है बहुत बार। और थोड़ा और प्रैक्टिस करें तो ठीक हो जाता है इसमें, है ना। तो कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज करने का मामला नहीं है ना। इट रिक्वायर्स सम क्लैरिटी इन थॉट्स। तो ये जो पूरा जो मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ ना, मैं पिछले 8 साल से स्टडी कर रहा हूँ, है ना। तो ये बता दूं कि मैं जो भी बोल रहा हूँ, मेरा मेरा जो बोलने का आधार है, मध्यस्थ दर्शन फिलोसॉफी का मैं स्टडी कर रहा हूँ। सो आई एम ए स्टूडेंट, और 8-9 साल हो गए मुझे स्टडी करते करते, और उससे कुछ राहत मिली मुझे। तो इसमें पूरा स्टडी है ना, ह्यूमन बिहेवियर। और द एग्जिस्टेंस इज को एग्जिस्टेंस, अस्तित्व सह अस्तित्व है ना। और मानव जो है उसको अच्छी तरह से डिफाइन हुआ है कि मानव जो है ना, तो हम सब मानव सही में एक है, गलती में अनेक है ना। तो देर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ अनडिवाइडेड ह्यूमन सोसाइटी, ये संभावना पूरे पूरी है ना। तो उसमें उसके मूल में हम बात कर सकते हैं कभी भी, मतलब सम टाइम लेटर ऑल्सो, राइट, कि ये हम में समानता क्या है ना। तो बहुत बढ़िया बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है आपका, है ना, क्योंकि ये तो हमारा डे टू डे इश्यू रहेगा, है ना। तो उसमें कैसे संभाले अपने आप को, किस तरह से सोचे, है ना। तो यही तरीका है कि मैं दूसरे मानव का मेरे साथ क्या रिलेशन है एग्जिस्टेंशियली, ये क्लियर नहीं है मेरा, है ना। तो मेरे भाव और विचार बनते हैं ना, उससे उससे ही मैं बिहेव करता हूँ। तो अगर मेरे भाव और विचार ठीक रहते हैं तो मैं ठीक बिहेव करूंगा, है ना। अगर मेरे भाव ठीक नहीं है, माई फीलिंग्स आर नॉट प्रॉपर, राइट, देन मैं मिसबिहेव कर दूंगा। इतना ही है। तो वो गलती से ही हो जाता है ना, कोई जानबूझकर ऐसा होता नहीं है ना। क्योंकि क्योंकि डिजाइन ऐसा ही है मानव का, है ना। वी ऑल हैव इमेजिनेशन, है ना, हम सबके पास कल्पनाशीलता है ना। तो ये हमारा पावर ऑफ इमेजिनेशन जो है, तो वो उसकी वजह से हम गलती कर सकते हैं, है ना। हर मानव गलती कर सकता है, ठीक है ना। तो ये मतलब बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है आपका, है ना। आई थिंक
Sir, next question is from Mr. Y. Madhusudan.
यस,
He is asking that so many people in the world are under stress and choose to end their life whenever they are hopeless.
राइट।
Is this the right way to select such a decision, forgetting about their family members? Then how can we motivate them in such situation to go in the right path to live long?
Right. So can you repeat again the initial part of the question?
Yes,
Question?
sir. I'm just repeating again. He's asking that so many people in the world are under stress and choose to end their life whenever they are feeling hopeless.
हाँ,
So, is it a right way to select to have such a decision, forgetting about their family members and everything, and how to motivate them not to take this type of decision?
बहुत बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है ना। ये जो क्वेश्चन है, इसके ओरिजिन में अगर हम मतलब जांचे, तो मैं आपसे ये प्रपोजल ही दे रहा हूँ कि आप जांचिए कि मैं मानव हूँ और आप भी मानव है ना। आई एम ऑल्सो ह्यूमन, यू आर ऑल्सो ह्यूमन, राइट। तो हमारा बेसिक एस्पिरेशन क्या है कि मैं सुखी होना चाहता हूँ, है ना। आप भी सुखी होना चाहते हैं। तो हम क्या चाहते हैं कि हम सब सुखी होना चाहते हैं। तो जो सुख है ये, है ना, जिस मोमेंट पे जो आदमी सफर हो रहा है ना, तो ये क्या हो रहा है कि हमारे आसपास ऐसी घटनाएं होती है जिसमें कोई एक मोमेंट पे उस आदमी को ऐसा लगता है कि अब मेरे सुखी होने का कोई चांस नहीं है। मतलब वो मान लेता है कि मेरा सुखी होने का अब पॉसिबल नहीं है ना। तो सुख की आशा है ना, दी एक्सपेक्टेशंस टू बी हैप्पी, है ना, वो मर जाती है। मतलब लाइक उसको सुख की आशा जो है वो अब वो हो गई, उसकी खत्म हो गई। तो जैसे ही सुख की आशा खत्म होती है, तो आदमी ऐसे डिसीजन ले लेता है ना। ये घटनाएं होती है। अब तो पहले तो ये आंसर हो गया कि क्यों आदमी सुसाइड करता है। तो उसको उसकी सुख की आशा जो है वो खत्म हो गई, तब वो ऐसा स्टेप ले लेता है। दूसरा ये है कि अब कैसे रोका जाए लोगों को, है ना। बहुत सारे हमारे आसपास जो बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हम देख रहे हैं, है ना। कभी स्टूडेंट्स भी सुसाइड कर रहे हैं, कोई बड़े लोग भी सुसाइड कर रहे हैं। तो अल्टीमेटली थोड़ा आप खुद पूछिए अपने आप से कि ये मेरे जीने का क्लैरिटी नहीं है ना, मैं क्यों जी रहा हूँ, मेरे जीने का कोई पर्पस तो होगा, है ना। तो ये सारी क्लैरिटी जो है बाय एजुकेशन हम नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, है ना। जैसे कि हम सब, है ना, बहुत सारे अच्छे इंजीनियर्स तैयार कर रहे हैं ना, सब बढ़िया है। लेकिन उसके साथ साथ हम जो जीने के जो जो आयाम है बहुत सारे, है ना, कि भाई मेरे जीने का पर्पस क्या है। तो ये क्लैरिटी नहीं होने की वजह से कोई एज पे कोई आदमी ऐसा कर लेता है। ऐसी घटनाएं बहुत होती है, क्योंकि बहुत सारी चीजों को हमें एड्रेस करना होगा इसमें। सिस्टमेटिक स्टडी इसलिए मैंने बोला कि फिर से हमें सिस्टमेटिक स्टडी करना होगा ह्यूमन का, कि भाई अल्टीमेटली ह्यूमन है क्या, है ना। विदाउट सिस्टमेटिक स्टडी ऑफ ह्यूमन ये प्रॉब्लम सोल्व होने वाला नहीं है। दूसरा, फैमिली जो है ना, फैमिली इज एन ऑर्डर। तो फैमिली एक व्यवस्था है, पूरा परिवार जो है ना ये व्यवस्था है। तो ये परिवार व्यवस्था का हमें हमें स्टडी करना होगा, क्योंकि स्टडी किसका होता है, जो ऑर्डर है उसका ही स्टडी होता है, बाकी स्टडी नहीं होता, है ना। तो ये स्टडी न होने की वजह से बाय एजुकेशन ही ये पॉसिबल है ना। तो अब जो अपेक्षा लेके बच्चा स्कूल में गया, है ना, कि मैं जीना सीख जाऊंगा। अब जब बच्चा ग्रेजुएट होता है, तो स्किल में तो बढ़िया बच्चा हो गया, है ना। मान लो हमने अच्छा स्किल दे दिया मान लो, लेकिन अब जीने का जो जो आयाम है, इसमें रिलेशनशिप्स में, इसमें बहुत सारी चीजों में हम नहीं दे पाए सही सही कंटेंट, सही चीजें। तो अब बच्चा डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है। तो कहीं ना कहीं क्या होता है ना कि हमारे पास सूचनाएं नहीं है ना। तो सूचना न होने की वजह से हम ये सूचना नहीं दे पा रहे हैं। तो तो ये पॉसिबल है है ना। तो इसको हम रोक सकते हैं, लेकिन इसके लिए इन चीजों को एजुकेशन में लाना होगा, है ना। हमारा जीने का जो जो ये आयाम है ना, उसको लाना पड़ेगा, मानव को जीने में लाना, मानव को एजुकेशन में लाना पड़ेगा एक्चुअली। अभी क्या होता है कि मानव मानव दूर चला जाता है ना, राइट। मतलब मानव मानव जो है वो केंद्र में होना चाहिए, है ना। तो मानव नहीं है, तो मानव नहीं है तो हम मानव को समझ, क्योंकि हम मानव को समझे ही नहीं कि मानव क्या है। इस एग्जिस्टेंस की सबसे सबसे समृद्ध और क्या कह सकते हैं कि ज्ञानावस्था की इकाई है ना मानव। तो है ना, मानव बहुत बड़ी चीज है। अब ये हम एड्रेस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं बच्चों को। तो और वही जो जो लोग एजुकेशन से गुजरे है ना, तो उनके पास ये सूचना ही नहीं है कि हम मानव है तो क्या है ना, हमारा पर्पस क्या है, फैमिली का पर्पस क्या है। तो ऐसे डिसीजंस ले लेते हैं, है ना। तो ये सब आवेश है, ये आवेश जो है इसमें कुछ भी का आदमी कर सकता है ना। तो बहुत बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, लेकिन इनको एड्रेस करना बहुत जरूरी है ना। बाय एजुकेशन हम कर सकते हैं इन सारी चीजों को। ठीक है, मैं आपका आंसर दे पाया। Am I able to give the answer?
वन मोर क्वेश्चन सर।
Yes, please. Yes.
सर हमारे आसपास का वातावरण बहुत अच्छा होता है, यू नो, हमको सब अच्छा लगता है, हम अच्छा खा रहे हैं, अच्छा पहन रहे हैं, इन सब के बावजूद भी हमारे दिमाग में एक निगेटिव थिंकिंग जनरेट होती है, वो क्यों होता है?
हाँ, वो क्योंकि अभी देखें कि जो हम वातावरण की बात कर रहे हैं ना, हमारे आसपास बहुत बढ़िया, जैसे अभी हम सोचे कि बहुत बढ़िया एक 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 रिवर है जो फ्लो हो रही है ना, बहुत बढ़िया गांव है, बहुत बढ़िया एनवायरनमेंट है ना।
यस यस
सारा नेचर अपने आप में ब्यूटीफुल है और हम उसको एंजॉय भी कर रहे हैं। लेकिन मेरे जो मेंटल स्टेट है, मेरा स्टेट ऑफ माइंड है, वो ठीक नहीं
हाँ,
है ना। तो मेरा स्टेट ऑफ माइंड क्यों ठीक नहीं है? क्योंकि
बट सर दैट इज द डिपेंड ऑन आसपास का जो एटमोसफियर है ना हमारा, उस पर भी तो डिपेंड करता है ना ये सब चीजें सर। बहुत अच्छा माहौल है, अच्छी जगह हम रह रहे हैं, अच्छा खा रहे हैं हम लोग, इन सब के बावजूद फिर कहीं ना कहीं दिमाग में नेगेटिव थॉट क्यों आते हैं सर इस टाइप कुछ, कि हमारे साथ कुछ ऐसा ना हो जाए या कुछ वैसा ना हो जाए, या ये कंडीशन क्यों ना इम्प्लीमेंट हो जाए, इस टाइप की बातें क्यों उठती हैं सर दिमाग में फिर?
हाँ, क्योंकि बहुत बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है। देखो, तो जो आप वातावरण बोल रहे हैं ना, तो एक एक होता है फिजिकल वातावरण, है ना, जो जो हम अपनी आंखों से देख सकते हैं ना, जो आप बता रहे हो कि बहुत बढ़िया एटमोसफियर है ना, बहुत मतलब लाइक लाइक वेरी नाइस वेदर, है ना।
यस
फिर
यस यस।
लेकिन मेरा जो मन का वातावरण है,
हाँ
वो तो पूरी, वो कहाँ से आता है? वो मेरे विचार से आता है ना।
हाँ
और वो मेरे विचार कहाँ से आते हैं? तो ये जो विचार जो है ना, तो बेसिकली वो एक ऐसी चीज है जिस पे अभी मेरा ध्यान नहीं गया है ना, मतलब हमारे समझ में नहीं आया ये। तो क्या होता है कि जो बाहर का वातावरण है ना, वो बहुत अच्छा होने के बावजूद मेरा जो मन का वातावरण है वो कहाँ से कंट्रोल होता है? वो मेरे विचार से होता है ना। तो हमारे अंदर कोई इच्छा होती है, इच्छा से विचार होते हैं,
यस।
और है ना। तो ये जो हमारे आशा विचार इच्छाएं जो है ना,
हाँ
ये हमारा स्टेट ऑफ माइंड है एक्चुअली, है ना। तो ये ये अच्छा नहीं भी हो सकता है, क्योंकि उसको वो
बट
बाहर के,
सर मेरा ये जनरेट कैसे होता है सर दिमाग में हमारे, जबकि हम अच्छे माहौल में रह रहे हैं?
हाँ हाँ, तो क्योंकि ये ये कहाँ से होता है कि मानव मानव के बारे में अभी हमारे पास सूचना पूरी नहीं आई है ना।
हाँ हाँ
तो मानव क्या होता है कि बेसिकली मानव की डेफिनेशन जो मैं अभी कह रहा हूँ ना, कि मानव जो है वो मनाकार को साकार करने वाला और मनस्वस्थता का आशावादी, ऐसा ऐसा मैं एक डेफिनेशन में पढ़ रहा हूँ अभी, ठीक है। तो मनाकार को साकार का मतलब है मेरे पास कल्पनाशीलता है,
हम्म
पावर ऑफ इमेजिनेशन है, जो मेरे पास भी है, आपके पास भी है ना।
हम्म
और आपके मन में जो आया, मतलब कि आपकी कल्पना में जो आया आपने साकार कर दिया है ना। हमको सैटेलाइट पे जाना था, हम जाके आ गए।
यस सर
हमको चांद पे जाना था, चांद पे जाके आ गए, बढ़िया काम हो गया।
यस सर।
लेकिन दूसरा जो खाका है मानव का, वो मनस्वस्थता का आशावादी।
हम्म
मनस्वस्थता का मतलब है सुख, सुख की आशा है। अब सुख के बारे में मेरी क्लैरिटी नहीं बन रही। मैं सुखी होना चाहता हूँ, है ना, और सुखी होने का जो मेरा तरीका है वो ठीक नहीं है, तो वो एक्सेप्ट नहीं हो रहा है, वहां से कन्फ्लिक्ट है। क्योंकि क्योंकि सुख को समझना पड़ता है ना। जैसे अभी अभी हम मान लें कि मैं सुखी होना चाहता हूँ, तो भाई सुख क्या है, वहां पे आ जाएगा पूरा मामला। तो अब बहुत सारी डेफिनेशन आ जाएगी सुख के बारे में, सबकी अलग अलग आ जाएगी, है ना। लेकिन उस पे ध्यान देना पड़ेगा कि ओ सुख सुख मतलब उसको हम समझ सकते हैं। तो क्या होता है कि ये जो आप कह रहे हो, मेरा जो वातावरण है, वो मेरा स्टेट ऑफ माइंड है, वो मेरी मानसिकता से बना है। तो तो जिस जिंदगी से मैं गुजरा हूँ उससे ही मेरा स्टेट ऑफ माइंड बना होता है, चाहे बाहर का वेदर कितना भी ब्यूटीफुल हो न हो, है ना। बहुत ब्यूटीफुल भी हो सकता है ना, लेकिन मेरा मेरा अंदर मेरी आंतरिक स्थिति जो है वो ठीक नहीं है, मतलब क्योंकि वो अलग ही चीज है पूरी, वो पूरा अलग ही एक बात है वो पूरी। तो सुख के बारे में मेरी क्लैरिटी नहीं है ना, ये है।
ओके सर, ओके ओके ओके, थैंक यू सर।
यस यस, वेलकम। यस हसमुख सर, स्टिल इट इज ओपन टू फॉर क्वेश्चन, राइट? क्योंकि
Sir, there isn't any question right now.
यस
Participants, if you want to interact more with the sir, then you can again have the session or the interaction.
राइट।
We are having still a few minutes left in the session, so you can interact with the sir if anyone wants to.
तो मतलब ये जो पूरा सेशन अभी मैंने आपके साथ शेयर किया है ना, तो उसी मानसिकता से किया है मैंने कि, है ना, मैं भी समझना चाहता हूँ, है ना, हम सब समझना चाहते ही हैं। ऐसा कोई नहीं है जो समझना नहीं चाहता है ना। तो इस भाव से मैं आपके सामने व्यक्त हो रहा हूँ। तो बड़ा ही नेचुरल वे में आप मेरे से बात कर सकते हैं, ठीक है ना। तो आई वेलकम द क्वेश्चंस।
Sir, I would like to share one thing with you and all the participants also.
Yes, sir.
We have discussed so many things at approximately 2.5 hours about the stress and the other things. So I have same thing I have experienced last 2-3 years. I have searched what are the science behind the spirituality, and I have searched so many scientific things and that, and finally within 2 years I have experienced one thing, so that I have think let share with all of you. Just on a YouTube search a spirit Adhyatma Vignan, and you will get lots of video, and we can get so many of answers of our life regarding the spirituality and our human itself. So it will be helpful to all the participants as well as you, sir, because you have said you have studied 8 years. So it will be helpful to all of you also. That Adhyatma Vignan, search on the YouTube. You will get lots of video and you will get so many of answers from that. Yes, sir. That is what I experienced. So let me share with all of you also. That's what I think.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experience also.
Right. Thank you. Yes.
Any other participant?
Okay, so can we conclude here, Dhaval sir?
Yes, sir, definitely, sir. Even I was about to say that only.
Right.
There isn't any question further from any of the participant, then we can conclude the session.
Fine. So
I
Yes, yes, please.
Yes, sir. Actually, I was also listening to you, sir, throughout the session. And since many years, I am very well aware with you. I am knowing you very well. So I am having the each and every aspect of your expertise, that I am knowing that what you know about. And but it was really nice experience during this session also. And you have really covered up every aspect of stress management in our day-to-day life. And really, we are thankful to you for sharing such a nice experience of yours. And on behalf of all the participants, then Department of Electronics and Communication, GEC Rajkot, I heartily appreciate your valuable time sharing for us. And I really thank you for sparing time for us. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you all the participants for this session. Now, I would like to instruct a few instructions to the participants. Right now, we are concluding with the session, and we are again going